All right, all right. Warming myself up here. Um, I want to get down to the keys a little bit later. Work on my writing. Work out some thoughts. Um, and you know, yeah, just sort through things. Because yeah, I can. Um, I put in the banner here, what is a truly loving relationship, right? I saw some videos this morning about, just about, one was like a, fiction film, The Avenging Man, Ben Affleck. Another one was this couple, and, yeah, it was just kind of some some nonsense going on that that I remembered. You might say, maybe not to the same extreme, but nonetheless, just kind of made me feel like I want to. It was kind of incentivizing me to put work in on myself. Because I'm blessed and highly favorited. Best believe, what I'm saying. And all are welcome. If you want to get up on the mic, talk your talk, please feel free. But to me, it was like, okay, so I was talking with a couple of the fellas the other day, and we were talking politics, you know, but I kind of brought in this dynamic of the yin and the yang, right? Because it's like when you're in, I mean, that's the thing. What is a truly loving relationship? Does it last forever? Or is it something like my companion would say, that the table of love, always has new faces. It's the same love, because, you can be married for many years, for decades. You could have one moment of true love and know it was that. Um, I've been remembering a lot of my fallen brothers, fallen friends, fallen family, so to speak. I only say fallen in the sense that they're not with us anymore. And I think about like one of my good friends. We always used to talk about this subject. He would dog me a little bit because, I mean, we had a similar experience. We really got hit with our first love. We never really, I feel like, we talked about it for a long, long time, many years after the fact, and he would dog me a little bit because he would say that, for me it was like, that first love was kind of short in comparison to his 4-year relationship with his first love, and and that's the thing. It's like, I mean, the reason why I'm talking about it right now is because, I actually just recently sent her a message. It was her birthday, and, just because, somehow we connected on social media and stuff like that, and I, you know, I remembered her birthday, and I thought I might as well, um, you know, but I think that that's the thing, right? Like, there is true love. You know what I mean? Again, it's not always necessarily conjugal. It's not necessarily always romantic. A lot of times people say parental love is that true love. You know, your mother's love, your father's love. You know, it's unconditional, and you know, or you know, a friendship. You know, a true friendship. You know, can be like that. And but I think when we think in English, right, when we think of love, we always think there's always that romantic connotation. And and I think, you know, I'm saying obviously it can be romantic, you know. I know that. But I think that's the thing. A lot of times it's like there's a lot more to the story, you know what I mean? Like what true love passes the test of time, right? It's remembered, you know, long, even centuries. I mean, you know, I don't always like going into too much, too many. What can I say? Replayed themes about true love. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, that's the thing. I mean, like I could speak to my personal experience. I I find myself, you know, I feel gifted with my memory. I know that people might feel like it's a curse sometimes, right? Reliving the past. But I don't think it has to be. I mean, like, you know, when I remember, that's the thing. In a lot of ways, my blessing, I know because of the past. You know what I mean? I know that I'm here now, and whatever's happened has brought me to where I am. And so, for that reason, while I know that I would not, you know, I wouldn't welcome, you know, things from the past into the present. I can look back and be able to appreciate different lessons, you know, that enabled me to be a better man for others today. I feel like I remember, right, I had a spouse, right, that we were reading Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus a little bit. And that analogy, you know what I'm saying, to me fits in with so much of, you know, what the world is dealing with today, as it relates to the Anunnaki and, you know what I'm saying, the Martians and all this stuff too, because it's like, hey, you know, we're still learning, right? We're still figuring out a whole bunch of things. But I just feel like the analogy is just so spot on, yin yang. You know, it's kind of the same thing, but it's like something that is kind of your opposite could seem, you know, like it would conflict with you, right? But again, it could be complementary, and you know, it is what it is. But bringing it back here to the yin yang and politics and how it all relates, I think that, like, you know, there are people who are high school sweethearts, you know what I'm saying, start a family, and kind of live that quiet life, you know, retire to the suburbs or retire to somewhere out the way, and really just sink in their teeth to that white picket fence and all that. There are others, you know, who have to go through many rounds of many rounds at the table. I feel like I'm on the later part of that, because for me growing up homeschooled, for me growing up, Asian American, somewhat unusual circumstances, I felt like I saw my folks with a lot of love. I saw my folks also have to, go through a lot of different stages of their marriage. And I wasn't always inspired. I wasn't always inspired. A lot of times I was kind of thinking that, like, I'd rather opt out. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just live my life alone than have to go through what I've seen. And that changed. You know what I'm saying? That changed. I'm getting these invites for other co-host things, but I'm not interested. I see sometimes, again, people, relationship advisors, or, people giving really, really quick answers to things. And, who knows? Maybe it works out for the people that are there. But I know that for me, like, a friend of mine recently called me, and she was asking for some advice about relationships, and it felt to me like I couldn't give her a clear answer. I felt like I was very inadequately equipped. For one, in the relationship, there was so much I didn't know. My friend, she, I would see her, once a week, and we were like, acquaintances. You know what I'm saying? We had, I think there was, good feelings, good vibes from each other and everything, but I didn't know her so well. And then when she went into details about a relationship, I felt like, yeah, there's other dimensions of the situation that it was just too much for me. So, put it up in prayer, and still sending her good vibes, of course. I may even talk to her today, but I feel like sometimes people want to rush an answer, and I don't know. Again, it's tough to say. It's like, it's not always a quick and simple answer. I think that's the thing with the relationships. I remember with the wife I had, she was very excited to, finally be together, and I totally related to that. But because we're coming from different places, for me it was like I was a little bit older than her, and I had a little bit more experience with romantic relationships and stuff, and I felt like, because we had the rest of our lives to to get to know each other, and to, what can I say? Get all those things in. I was trying to, slow things down a little bit. But that's the thing, we're not islands. Even in a relationship, right? It's like, there's really, I can't think of, in truth, there's no, man and woman that are cut off from the world. You got to deal with the world with your relationship. And that's where I think things can get dicey. Because you still are the son or daughter of somebody. You're still somebody's brother, somebody's sister, whatever. And those things may affect you. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick breather here, but I needed to warm myself up. I will say this. For me again, like I mentioned, when I first started talking here about how there are examples of relationships. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Khadija, to me are an example, because that's the thing. In spite of all of what the world threw at them, they remained loyal. They remained steadfast on their commitments. They valued each other's company more than anybody else's opinions about them. Again, there's so much that I don't know about it, but from what I have learned, oh, look at that. Hey, look at that. That's the right guy right there. But look at that. To me, it is an example because like not just what they did together, but how they've inspired people to this day, about what they could do. That's the thing, I'm saying, like, things get remembered, you know what I mean? Like, so anyway, let me take that breather now, so bear with me. I do want to switch this back over though to this grid view is okay, I suppose. To be honest, I'll talk about this here for a second. I remember a little while ago, I saw this is like maybe a good 3 years or so. I saw one of my childhood friends and her husband do a vow renewal ceremony. And I think things like that, like anniversary celebrations, celebrations of, your shared journey, I think are pretty critical, are pretty crucial in just emphasizing the shared victory. You know what I mean? Because both of them were saying, that, like, outside of appearances, they had to go through things, and and it's not always like it appears, but all the people there that spoke of how they inspired others, how they inspired them, was beautiful. The music afterward was beautiful. I remember my folks used to celebrate other couples, not just the time that they've been together, right? But just that they were able, to set the obstacles or the fear aside and, take chances. And I think that, I don't know about y'all, truthfully, because I feel like I would like to see more of that. Again, just for the sake of celebration, just for the sake of, like, enjoying life. I feel like those things are good to see. But I haven't really, I think it was the only vow renewal ceremony that I've ever seen. Legitimate, people came from, far away, and just they had this venue, and it was a great event. Catered, and they went through a lot of effort to put things together the way they did. So, so yeah, that's what it is, baby. Let's go. Welcome in, welcome in. What's up, what's up? Feel free, if you're saying you want to jump on here. I will say this too, okay? Let me bring it back to the conscious companionship, okay? I think in acquiring that truly loving relationship, you yourself must be conscious, in a spiritual sense. Again, not just unconscious body. Let's just say that, right? But you have to know yourself, right? Yeah, because there could be a lifetime experience. You know what I'm saying? Like when have you fully known yourself? What is yourself? What is the self? There's the separated self, the idea that as an individual you're an island, which is not true. Again, everything's connected. But then again, you got to start somewhere. So might as well begin with yourself as an individual. Might as well. And just be brutally honest. You know what I'm saying? Look at your motivations, look at, what can I say? What moves you? Like some years ago, about 10 years ago, 9 years, I guess, I was in my meditation routine, and yeah, I saw how my life had been, motivated in a large part for my romantic interest. That's the thing, right? As just human, you go through these trials, and you go through these stages where you just, today, that's the thing, right? It's like we have to deal with things in a different way. I just deactivated my Facebook because, I just got really tired of, it. I deactivated my Instagram, and I might be going further off the grid. I got to set some things up. Let my emergency contact know that I may be unavailable, because it's like, I guess that's the thing. You got to be honest with yourself. I would love to say I have no expectations, in that virtuous sense, where it's like, oh yeah, I'm just heading headstrong into life and yada yada yada. Hey, 2 thumbs up, baby. But I know, I have expectations. And again, if you're being honest with yourself, entering into a relationship, it's like, you don't get married to not have sex, okay? You get, you don't get married not to have kids, you know what I'm saying? You might not have talked about it. You might have. But those are the type of things, you know what I'm saying? And I might be going further off the grid because I'm just tired of what isn't in my present reality. I get it, you know what I'm saying? That you can't be, I don't know. I feel like I've watched too much Mr. Ballin, too much of, these missing persons. I myself, have taken to, searching out some of these things. But I've watched way too much Mr. Ballin and whatnot, not to be prepared for, even recently, an auntie of mine's husband passed away when he was on a hiking trip due to a freak accident. And I think things like that, you know what I'm saying? You can't believe you're an island. You know what I'm saying? You can't think like, oh, you do got to make some preparations. Because as strong, as wise, as whatever you are, doesn't mean you're going to be able to face, the unknown. What if aliens showed up? You feel me? Aliens showed up and take you away. Boom. Better somebody knows. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm just saying. Like as I'm going off the grid, I'm going to be making sure that there's a trail of breadcrumbs or a fucking safety line, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I just feel like, because with the constant change of life, it's like, I'm blessed again that I have what I have, and I'm able to maintain a certain level of privacy that, I think is kind of unprecedented in my life. Not completely, but in certain ways, I'm able to maintain some privacy that is uniquely unprecedented, and that's a pretty valuable thing. I remember in my marriage, that's the thing. It's like how much other people are allowed into your affairs, your business as a couple, may have a bigger impact than you think. And that's why for me, it's like, I emphasize, your awareness for, for your well-being, for your safety. It's such a mix of things. Such a mix of things. I'm feeling much better already. Letting some of this out. That's the thing. I may be a little bit overly protective in certain ways, but again, I trust myself. Trust the process. Trust my core. But anyway, I think I might just take another minute, but let me see, I'll send out a couple invites here. I'll close out on the 11th hour. Literally, not metaphorically, baby. Let me see, I'll send out some of these invites. Why not? Hey. All right, invites went out, and I think that, with a good Good hour in. Should be beachy. I remember, yeah. So just coming back to my buddy, my brother, the man that passed away Halloween some years ago, and how we talked about our first love and all that stuff. I feel like what was I? I was on something with this. What did I bring him up for? Well, it's crazy that he's gone. I think about that. And again, one reason why I'm on here is just because, like, I don't know. I have this sense that I will live forever. Because in spite of everything, I'm greater. But but that's because I've been preparing for the best possible outcome for all of us. And that includes me, baby. So, all that's to say that, what was I? Yeah, still the first love, still, something. It'll come back to me in a minute. Was Gucci, man?
What's up?
Yeah, man. Feeling better? You sound a little low.
Yeah. All right. How are you?
Feeling better now, man. I saw some of the fellas this morning. I told them I was looking for, the culprit. I haven't seen the witness yet. I'm not gonna go crazy or nothing, but again, there's just certain things, man. Again, there's a line. One of the guys knew that the line was crossed. I mean, obviously it was, but some people, don't want to. I don't know. Some people just are at different places and whatever. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
No, just you stay out of trouble. That would be, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you,
But yeah,
man.
yeah, bro. I don't know, man. No, I'm doing better though. My eyes open now, which that
Nice.
was kind of the worst part. My eyes rolled all the way shut, and so now still can't eat. I like
Jeez.
eating just fucking soup because my lip and my teeth are so bashed in. But
Oh, yeah. Okay. You
but
chipped a tooth or something too?
chipped a tooth, yeah, but
Fuck.
mostly just one. Mostly I got like so I got a bunch of stitches over my eye, right, and then I got one right in my lip, and it's just really swollen, so I can't like I can't bite down with my teeth. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeesh.
I have to like eat. Yeah. So I don't know what day is it today. Wednesday.
We're on
This
Wednesday,
happened
yeah.
on Saturday, so it's been like eating soup for 4 days.
Your girls seen you?
Not yet.
Must have.
They're coming today. No, they haven't.
Oh, they haven't. Jeez. Okay.
I sent them a picture and they didn't. They didn't want to see me. They were afraid.
I can
But
only imagine, man. I
yeah.
mean,
So they're
yeah.
coming today. But yeah, bro. Where are you at the library?
At the library, yeah.
You got yourself a room.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing on here? Just chatting shit.
Yeah. Let me see. Hey, bro, have you looked into your account? Because I'm sure your account's monetized, and you might be
Oh,
able to take some of the money out. I mean, I don't know, but better to know, I think, in most cases.
I don't think I got enough viewers or views or nothing. Maybe.
The least you could do, I mean, like, you could always exchange the whatever's in your account for like the TikTok roses and the gift type things, and
Oh, bro.
yeah, you can do that too.
Okay. Ah, look into it, man. I've never even looked into that at all.
You got to look in. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
I will. Shit, what are you doing today?
I'm kind of chilling, man. I'm planning to hop on the computer and get to my writing. Just put in put in some conscious effort on my story and doing what I do.
Cool. It's about to be 84 degrees today, man.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, I feel it.
Oh, well, we should kick it soon. I'm getting better. Um, Go
Yeah, I
on
think
some
it's good you stay
adventures.
out of this neighborhood though. We can always meet up out there where you're at.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I don't know, man. Greenwood or Wallingford or whatever.
Yeah. Greenwood might be good too.
Yep,
Might run into Danielle or something.
yep. Ballard's bad news bears, man.
Whew, man. I mean, man, that's what. I mean, I feel you, man.
At least for a guy like me. Oh,
This is
yeah, it's
Sparta,
fucked up.
baby.
He hit me in the ribs too. Go. That's kind of the most painful part is the ribs. You know what I'm saying?
Shh. I mean, I don't know, but cause man, I mean, like, so you don't got no painkillers or nothing going, like,
I just got. I mean, like Tylenol and Advil. You know.
cause it
It's
looked pretty bad, bro. I mean, if you
yeah.
didn't, you know, you could have got something maybe if you gone, you didn't have to go to the hospital and rack up all those bills, but I'm sure you could have gotten some prescription for something. I'm not saying you got to do that, but
I went
you
to the
know.
hospital, man. They
Oh,
gave
you
me.
did?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I went in the. Yeah, I woke up to the medics. Big pool of blood, and they're like, "No,
Oh,
you're going to the hospital." I went there for like 12 hours and got stitches, and yeah, they gave me some like topical stuff, but they didn't give me any painkillers. But
no painkillers? Okay. That's
yeah, I
all
don't
right.
know. I don't know.
Those things can be addictive, but
Yeah,
they
no,
can
I
be
probably.
effective too.
Yeah, I think I'm through the worst of it. Now it's just like a
Right.
dull pain, uh, dull pain in my ribs, kind of all the time, and and then just the eating. Like I said, the eating is kind of the fucked up. But yeah, man, be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I think I'm gonna. Speaking now, I think I'm gonna like knock out. I've been sleeping a whole lot, trying to sleep it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Do
I
what you
think
got to do, my brother.
yeah, I think I'm gonna lay down. But thanks for the invite.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you. Yeah, stay in touch. I'll see you soon.
Sounds good, man.
Thanks for
Yep.
the book. I'm gonna read it.
All right, man. Sending love.
All right,
Peace.
you too, guys. Peace. Get out of here.
Mr. Bay. Salam alaikum.
Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alhamdulillah. How are you?
Uh, all is well, brother. How are you? Praise be to Allah.
Yes, sir. I'm feeling much better today. I've chosen to be selective with how and where I communicate, and just kind of talking my talk here on TikTok. I think has given me some relief. So I'm feeling much better than I was earlier. I had some dream last night that was kind of putting me in a weird place, and but appreciate you coming up, man. Are you yourself are you married or in a relationship with a significant other?
Yes and no. We're going through a separation at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, as far as relating to you about your feelings of what you're going through, and that you come to TikTok and kind of get those feelings relieved. I can I can relate to that too. I have to be very careful of who I share my intimate feelings with as well too. And I
Yeah,
can
it's
relate.
it's a strange world, man. I mean, because you would expect the woman, to be your guardian, kind of, right? Like you might share those details with her, thinking that you know she's gonna safeguard those and maybe even use that information to help you in some way. And God willing, that's the case. We pray for that, but I know that sometimes it hasn't been that way always. And yeah, so I just think, at this point in my life, I've seen, the importance of just keeping, those intimate details, of who you are presently with, you know, um, just keeping them close to your heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I understand where where she is on her journey, and I respect that. May Allah rise her. So, but as far as initially, like lately, my pity has been coming from fellow believers, fellow Muslims and Muslimas. So that's where my pity comes from.
What do you mean? What do you mean your pity?
My pity meaning that the things I hear from those who follow Islam, the way they treat people.
You're saying
Like,
they're supporting you.
well, yeah, support, not just me. I mean, it's not necessarily me because I'm only supposed to speak the truth about Allah, as the
Yes, sir.
Quran commands us to. But so yeah, it's just the pity of them not supporting the speech of Allah, and
Okay.
that's where the sorrow comes in. That so it's like, man, it's amazing. Like,
Elaborate though. I mean, because I feel what you're saying, but I feel like there's more to it.
oh yeah, brother. Wait. So I mean, I know I followed you. I know I followed you for a reason. I believe you greeted me properly, and I think we had a brief talk before, so that's why I followed you.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but I mean, you know,
I mean, a tad bit. Yeah, we talked for, I don't know, not very long, but I'm aware of you being a Muslim and the noble Prophet Drew Ali. I remember you speaking on, and one of the guys was sharing with me about him. And so, but I mean, as other than that, yeah, I wouldn't be able to say.
but yeah, brother, a dangerous position. So therefore I don't speak of unless Allah permits me to. I don't. It's like that. It's like they don't want me to stay with Prophet Muhammad. They want me to talk about my prophet. And it's like,
Interesting.
okay. It's like,
Okay.
yeah. It's like I don't understand that. Like even now, I'll be on this panel, and somebody would come across your live, and someone would instantly, oh, Mr. Bay, he's a kafir. Get him off, yo. It was like
Huh.
there were, man. Like I've seen it. They will come in swarms just to warn people. Don't talk to him. Don't do
Oh,
that.
I've
Don't
seen
be a
that.
fight, all that stuff. And it's like, man, that yeah. So that's where the sorrow comes in.
It's exhausting. Yeah, I feel you. So you're saying that your fellow Muslims, right, are telling you to stick to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, rather than about your own prophet.
No, not the Muslims. I mean, and even with them, man, brother, I go through that even with my own immediate brothers and sisters. Well, more so the brothers. I haven't really seen much of the Muslims. I haven't really seen much of them or engaged with them. But even
Okay.
with them, like even my brothers in the temple, that they would tell me, "Oh, you trying to be like the Arabians? You trying to be like, the Mohammedans?" I'm like, brother, what are y'all talking about?
Hmm.
I'm just speaking the truth of Allah. So yeah, I get it. I get it from
Okay.
both ends. I get it from my own brothers and sisters in the temple, and I get it from the brothers and sisters in the mosque, or
I see.
masjid. It's like, man,
Okay.
that does get exhausting. You know? Yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
man.
It's like, go ahead.
Yeah. Well, you know, God bless you, my man. I know you'll make it through stronger.
Yeah, inshallah. And I am getting stronger. It does. It is sharpening me. It just, I try to be mindful of let uh, not let the wounds of the transgression, hold me in that feeling. So therefore, when I go to another panel, I try to check myself and not bring that same energy that was given to me from the last panel. So like for example, if I'm talking, like for example, talking to you, I try not to assume that you're, well, put it like this: I try not to listen to the whispers of Satan to have doubt about you or to have evil thoughts about you. So when you're
I
talking to
appreciate
me,
that.
you're asking your questions. I try to, what I believe a Muslim had told me that you're supposed to think highly of your brother before you think of anything negative. You're supposed to say, like, you're supposed to think of like 7 great things about him before you even come to a negative thought about him.
That's a beautiful thing, but it is a struggle, man. I mean, that's, because I'm at that same place where it's like, you know, thinking the best of somebody, man, you face a lot of disappointment.
Yeah, yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
but
the
hey, you
sorrow.
know,
The disappointment is the sorrow that I'm experiencing. So it's like, man, I gotta be on the, I gotta be careful. And I gotta be aware of who's gonna pop up and start telling you about my prophet before I can even say anything. And it's like, man, that's like I'm only being guided by Allah as Surah Al-Fatiha teaches us. We all are guided. I'm only here because I believe in Allah. But yet I automatically get grouped into those who are just trying to be deceitful or be like those who they talk about what some of the people be like that they be saying that Allah is the best of deceivers and stuff like that. And I'm like, what?
who's
I'm not
saying
here to
that?
deceive. I'm not here to deceive anyone. But it's like I automatically get grouped into that because of what everyone else has experienced when it comes to those who are trying to sneak this. When they're trying to, come in
I get
saying.
you.
So for me, I'm genuinely coming in peace. Everyone knows that I come in peace, that I'm respectful, that I
Right,
don't,
right.
regardless of what people say, I'm always respectful, even to the ones
That's what I've
who
seen.
curse upon me. You know, and it's like, man, but yet I'm grouped into those who say they claim to be Muslim and now all of a sudden they're ex-Muslim and now they want to expose the truth. I'm not here to expose nothing, but the only thing that is to expose is the truth. And it's the
Hey,
truth about how we are conducting ourselves while on the
yes,
deen. While on the deen. That's the only thing that's being
man.
exposed.
I tell you though, man, because I mean, I face similar things. I mean, for me, the greatest Muslim community is that of the Ahmadiyya. I mean, I got some Salafi brothers out there that are just, amazing guys, you know what I'm saying? Hardcore, military teachers, you know what I'm saying? And they love Allah. They hold fast to, the origin, Salafis, you know what I'm saying? The companions and everything. But I know that I mean, and then but for me, so that's why I love to bring up, Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Muhammad Salam, the founder of the Ahmadi community. I mean, again, just the love I've seen from the Ahmadis, is beautiful. And Sunnis too. Again, it's a case by case thing. Even though there are tendencies to lump people into groups and whatever, you know, it's upon us to remain present and allow for Allah to deliver us.
Man, yeah. Inshallah. So yeah, it just, I mean, even with the when it comes to Ahmadiyya movement, like that, I mean, and that's the thing. Allah commanded me not to speak negative about no organizations, no groups, about people, not to speak negative about nobody, because the way I'm taught, Allah is love. He
And
is
truth and justice. Yeah.
yes. So I mean, it's like I got to be mindful of who's guiding my tongue. And what's interesting is that when I witness everyone else who who's guiding their tongue, and it's like what the panel I just came off of, it was a sisters panel like that, and they're going around the kafars and the mushriks and all that type of stuff, and it's like, okay, wait a minute, like even though I don't speak much of the hadiths, but the hadiths that was shared with me, it's like, wait a minute, y'all speak highly about hadiths, the authentic hadiths. But yeah, clearly the authentic hadith says not to call nobody a kuffar.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
It goes right back to some basic things, but I mean, I definitely commend you on that because, I mean, I know that, I mean, but that's the thing. There are moments, right? I mean, like, I don't know how much you heard of the what I was talking with my good man that was just up on here, but people do cross the line, and it's not about exposing nothing. It's just about ensuring safety, and protecting innocent people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that there are incidences where it's like, I mean, like the Prophet Muhammad. I mean, that's the thing. People make him out to be a certain way, but he did have to march on Makkah. There was a clear and direct order that it was merely to regain the Kaaba, and there were casualties, but I think that's the thing. I mean, Allah may be love, but I mean, I think that especially as a man, you must remain in the truth of things, even if it's difficult, because ladies being so enraptured with love, they need the truth. They need the truth to maintain that balance. So anyway, I just commend again that you're aware of the impact of your words and everything.
Yes, I am. And yeah, and I try to be mindful and not speak, and speak only about, when speaking to Muslims and Muslimas, I speak only about Prophet Muhammad, and I speak highly of him. But yet, their response is, "Oh, you don't believe him? You don't believe him?" As if I'm like the Christians that they come across, or the Jews that they come across. And it's like, wow, what were y'all talking about? I'm giving honest to Prophet Muhammad. I'm, speaking his words highly. I'm not bringing up no silly casual talk like about what he did in the bedroom or none of that stuff. You see what I'm saying? But yet, I'm being treated as if, and at the same time, they would tolerate the Christians' transgressions. Like they'll listen to all they say and try to, I guess, convert them or whatever. But yet, when I'm speaking highly of the Prophet, no, you just sneaky or whatever. I don't even know where they come
Crazy,
from.
man. Hey, next time you go live, just let me know. Send me an invite, bro. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. I don't go live too often. I usually go to other panels. I guess I'm a little self-conscious about going on my own live. But yeah, I definitely can invite you. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I can invite you to the panels that I'll be on.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Keep that in mind. Yeah, but it's
So
like,
yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
let me just. I just finished my hour here, so I'm about to close it up. But if there's any last word that you want to say, please.
Oh no, brother. I mean, just I appreciate your piety. I appreciate how you're conducting yourself. So I have not seen any judgment or any hostility come from you. So, mashallah, and praise be to Allah, and may Allah raise you.
Thank you so much, sir. And the same to you. Yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing you next time.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam. Peace.
Peace.